Welcome, welcome. Hopefully, you guys hit that notification. You're able to get these live videos that are happening right now. Stefan Barr, you are number one. RC Steven, what's going on? Ultimate Traxxas Man, what's going on? Marco Polo, Chevy Man, Vape Clouds, what's up? Joseph Erickson, what's going on? Owen124, what's up? Anyway, if you're noticing, the video is a little bit, I don't know if you can describe it as grainy or anything like that, but this is primarily the way it's going to be going down, and a few things that I'm going to be talking about with the upgrades that I'm going to be doing with this RC and stuff that I'm going to be getting in the next few days. So, is that a DXR79? Actually, that's a Kyosho KT432PT, which is that. This is mostly specifically for mini Z's, but you're able to utilize this controller for something else. That's if you want to go 2.4 control. I'm going to be driving ASF board, so it's going to be a little bit different. So, no, it's definitely not an off brand, it's a Kyosho brand. I'm trying to find a place to, you can buy a track. The tracks are around 250, a nice big track. And if you get a few bodies in there, you'll be able to do a few things with that. Anyway, I'm gonna wait another minute for more and more people to come across and go in, and I'll just go into primarily why you're seeing my video look a little bit not as sharp as it usually does. So primarily, I ended up losing what I record my videos on, which is my phone. So primarily, when I record my videos, I use an iPhone 6S, which just gives me the 4K recording and everything like that. I ended up dropping it. Ended up, I guess, in somebody's hands. Couldn't find it. I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Why don't you find my iPhone and everything like that?" Stuff like that was already done, and I was not able to acquire it. That being said, now I am in actuality utilizing this cracked, abused phone until my company authorizes me to get the new either iPhone 8 or the iPhone 10. They're waiting for the iOS program to be updated on their computers for me to get those phones. So as of right now, you're seeing this video recorded from an iPhone 5. So that's primarily what's been going on. So we just hit the 3 minute mark. Let me see who else has gone in here. Let me see. Joseph, nice. Chevy Man Vape, cool. I've been waiting for this, man. It's 2 a.m. in India. Punjabi? I'm not too sure. Anyway, let me see. Tyler Stone, what's going on? David Bailey, what's going on? When are you going to start the Hotness and Busted back up? When people start sending me more pictures. I don't have that many pictures of the people sending Hotness and Busted. Get the X. Once the company authorizes that, then I'm able to get the X. I think it's going to be authorized within the next couple of weeks. Then I can get a brand new phone. Dan, that sucks for your pain, brother. I know how it is with the phones. Yeah, it's a company phone, and that's what I utilize it for. Cool. Stefan Barr, I'm watching it on HTC from 2003. You lost me. Anyway, talking about the Mini Z racing. So a lot of people have been, doing a lot more requirement of Mini Zs. It's definitely a cool outlet to race among your friends. You're able to make a little track for yourselves. A lot of hobby shops are investing money into having Mini Z tracks because of the size ratio. That being said, more and more people are getting more involved. You'll notice that one of the biggest YouTubers out there, RC Spark Studios, DJ Medic Aaron, he in actuality took his garage and made a Mini Z track, and a whole bunch of his friends are racing Mini Zs over there. But from what I see, a lot of the RCs that he's utilizing have brushed motors. Now, primarily with the brushed motor, you're able to get, around 11 miles an hour on the track, which is pretty fast. People modify them. This is my Mini Z. This is a brush system 70 turn motor. Pretty much has all the upgrades from Kyosho, which is Route 246. I mean, primarily I've done so much to this RC. at this point is running exactly the way I wanted to. I can't even get into too many details on what it's been doing, but as I can see from this phone, everything seems very blurry. Terribly sorry for the video stream. Like I said, once I do get my brand new recorder, then I'll be able to do something better with the recording. So that being said, when I do my racing, I do have I have a few customized bodies. My last race I ended up doing, which I came into second place on a pretty huge race event. This is my Porsche 599X, which I race with, which goes on top of there, which I think complements the RC pretty nicely. But the original RC that I bought was the Ray Briggs body, which is the Acura, which is right here. And as you can see, this is brand new in the box. I have not opened it. When I bought the RC itself, it did come with the body when I started off with it. I'm able to modify it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be racing with that RC coming in the next few months. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not a Porsche, it's a Ferrari. Pardon me. You're absolutely right. I totally caught that off. Yeah, you're right. Um, so that being said, I ended up going with the K2432PT controller, which is a 2.4 gigahertz controller, which is pretty nice. I don't think I have any batteries in here I do have batteries in here. So I'll turn this on, and I know a lot of people are going to come across and say that it just reminds me of the Fly Sky, but yeah, it's pretty much the same controller. So that being said, that's what I've been racing as of late. So when I do these races, there's different kind of class. You have mod class, you have stock class, you have all-wheel drive, you have narrow, you have a whole bunch of things, and I'm only able to race in one specific race, which is the stocked brushed motor. So that being said, I ended up speaking with my local hobby shop, which is Hobby Heroes. They do a lot of Mini Z racing. They're gonna have a trophy race this Friday, which is gonna be cool. I'm gonna try to be there to live stream it and race into it. But we'll talk about the X Revo and the X Slash and the information that I got on both of the RCs that are coming out in 2018. So primarily, I ended up acquiring a few things. So since I did like the way the RC drives, I ended up getting another body. And this body is also an Acura body, which was definitely something that I wanted to acquire in my collection that I've never utilized until now. The reason why I haven't utilized this body is because I've been saving it to come across and get this. This is the Kyosho Mini Z MR-03VE Pro GP Limited Chassis. What does that all mean? So primarily, if you flip it to the side, this is going to be my brushless RC for me to go into a different class. And primarily, I want to race in more races, and that has been really annoying as of late, that I've been having to wait for many races to go by until I was able to race again. So I ended up acquiring this. I believe the price point on this is $229 at your local hobby shop, or if you're able to get it online. I'll tell you exactly what it comes with. It does come with a lot of upgrades. It does have the aluminum motor mount. It has the rolling steer damper. The shock that's right there, which is pretty cool, and the damper right there. This is the X-Speed VE Pro brushless motor and hard front suspension A-arms. It also comes with bearings. I believe the motor is a 12,000 kV motor. Dun 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 dun. Team Orion KV 12,000 VE. So that's primarily what you're looking at. On the side right here, brushless motor. MHS 2.4 system for the EX6 transmitter, full bearing, and I'm able to utilize these type of frequencies, which is the MHS 2.4 and the ASF, which that's what I'm going to be utilizing. You guys I can't even read this, I'm getting old. Mini Z hybrid spread spectrum system. And the ASF is auto select frequency system. So that's primarily it. Now, here's the problem with me having this type of RC now. I'm not able to utilize this controller, because this is a regular 2.4 gigahertz controller, to where I'm not able to. I believe this is a FHS, yeah, FHS type controller, where I'm not able to utilize this when I'm racing with this type of RC, and pretty much with any brushless RC that's out there. So I am going to be acquiring a brand new controller. I'm either going to go with the Kyosho KO Pro controller, or I'm gonna go with the EX6 or 6R, depending on what's gonna happen within the next couple days or what's gonna happen by tomorrow. So I haven't unboxed it. I ended up cracking open the seal because this was like, I'm very anal when it comes down to boxes. So I have not really seen this yet. I just was able to open this part up, which this thing is still giving me problems. And okay. So it looks like, all right, so this is the box. Let me put the box over here, close you guys up. I know when you go live, it definitely does take a little bit more time. So this is the Mini Z booklet for this RC, and there is a lot to go through. Now, if you're coming across and you're being brand new to the hobby, there is a lot of things that go into this Mini Z. I'm talking about, you have to be very, very, very meticulous when it comes down when you are setting up a Mini Z RC. It's a lot harder than setting up like a rock crawler, a lot harder than setting up your regular Traxxas vehicles and stuff like that. That's from personal experience. So I'll just come across and, as you can see, look how thick that booklet is. A lot of reading. Good toilet reading, if anything. Let me see. I do have a top chassis on this, which is the first bag. Yeah, it looks like a top chassis. I see springs. This is going to be for the front, and I have spacers, and I believe that's going to be for the rear shock on that. A few of the tools that are available for that, and these rubber pieces are going to be for the diff. And these are the tools. I believe this is a 1.5 and a 1.3 tool. So, yeah, I mean, I have a whole bunch of other tools that you can see over here. Those are all for Pinion, and I'm going to be utilizing a lot of those updates. This is it looks like a Heatsink mount, and also for you to raise the rear spacers right there. That attaches to the motor in the back. It's a pretty cool thing. The only reason why I found out about it is because my hobby guy told me that it was there. And these are the plastic battery covers, and I see a few tools. Looks like a wheel hex nut driver right there, and I'm not too sure what this other plastic piece is, but it's probably something I'm going to need. A few more paperworks that are in here that is pretty packed in. Also, Route 246 is going to go in there, and then those are all the aluminum upgrades that I'm going to be talking to you about. There comes a lot of upgrades with this RC. So this is the way it looks like in the box. Just to give you a visual on that. I wish I was able to focus on this, but let me see. Hold on. Nope, doesn't look like I'm able to focus on my phone. Go back to normal. And that's where we're at. Hold on. Alright. Anyway, let me take this out. Looks like do have a few strings over here. And get you released. A few people have been asking me about me talking about Mini Zs and stuff like that. I know it's not everybody's hobby to get into the Mini Z racing, but it's something cool for you to have into your house. If you have if you have 3 friends that are able to run with their Mini Zs, it would be a pretty cool thing to have in your house. Like I said, Aaron from RC Spark Studios, he ended up building a whole track in his garage, and he has a whole bunch of friends coming over and starting to race. I would love to see how he does in a race. He's been on the live video of the Mini Z racing at Hobby Heroes, also known as Bruckner Hobbies, and I release you. So let me get this metal stuff off that's by the battery. Okay. Alrighty. So here is the Mini Z. Now I'm gonna come across and just look at what you guys been talking about. Hold on one second. Because for some reason I cannot do this. All right, let me try to get to your questions because I can actually not see any of the questions that are happening. So let's just go, before I show you guys this, let's see what's happening on this. Mini Z time, Bar Harbor Bash, what's going on? Chevy Man Vape Clouds, it's looking good over here. Owen 124, what do you think about the new Traxxas Bronco? I will be acquiring the Traxxas Bronco kit that's coming across. Congrats on second place, brother. You know what? It was a pretty hard race. I ended up crashing out. I think in the second to final lap, I was ahead. And if you guys are able to check out the old channel, you'll be able to see the way the race ended up going. Stefan Barr, hopefully Traxxas replaces them with a new line of 8 scales. We'll see. Bar Harbor Bachelor looks good on this side of the web. Oh, thanks, man. Clyde, that's not a Porsche. Yes, it's a Ferrari. You got me. Fox RC Racing, what's going on? 0124. Ultimate Traxxas, man. I heard they're coming out with the new line of X-Max vehicles, X-Max size vehicles. I heard something about that, but it hasn't come to fruition. But I do understand that they are making an X slash. So that's from a really good reliable source. Clyde, oh yeah, the X Revo. Ultimate Traxxas, man. Yeah, hopefully the X Revo, Bar Harbor Bachelor. Hopefully Axial does. RC for Life, did you just say X Revo? Oh my god. Bar Bachelor, I'd buy an X Revo. You know I'd be the first one to buy an X Revo if it came out, or an X Slash, or you guys know I buy nothing but Traxxas vehicles. I know you've seen a Kyosho video right now, but yeah, you guys know I do the Traxxas stuff. Ultimate Traxxas, man, maybe. Fox RC Racing, hey, Ultimate Traxxas, man. RC King, what's going on? Gonna get the 6-second lap time with this kit. You should be able to get the 6-second lap time with this type of kit, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. Fox RC, what's up, RC King? Ultimate Traxxas, man, what's up, Fox RC? JB3RC, that motor has a lot of power. Yes, and there's a lot of things that you have to do when it comes down to this motor. RC King, unplug your charger. Unplug your charger. Oh. No. Leave it plugged in. Alright, Clyde, lots of RPM, less torque. Bar Harbor Basher, 12,000 kV, damn. How many cells? It all depends on how the cells that you run. I'm running 4 AAA rechargeable batteries at 7, I believe it's 700 mAh. No problem. You're up to date with your controller. Joseph, I love that whole setup you got right there in the RC. Clyde, I should get this for Christmas. You should. Barber Basher, that's sick. Yo, guys, if you guys ever get the opportunity, check out Bar Harbor Basher. Definitely on Instagram. He has really nice creations that I've been checking out lately and stuff like that, and he's pretty on point with all this RC stuff that he's doing. RC King, good toilet reading. Yes, damn right. Joseph Erickson, yeah, that would be awesome. Clyde, install the brushless upgrades to the brushless. Install the brushed upgrades onto a brushless instead. Barbara Mini Badass. Brandon Meyer, giveaway. The giveaway will be happening tomorrow. And what they're talking about is I'm giving away this bad boy. This is the Traxxas S-Max. No, not Traxxas. The Remo Hobby S-Max. Been talking about Traxxas for so long. So that's going to be given away tomorrow. I got to package it up and get it the hell out of here. So it does. It's ready to run. Comes with batteries. Should be good to go. I mean, there's nothing. It's brand new. So definitely enter into the contest. Hopefully somebody wins. Once again, I have to say this. Discretionary. It's only to the United States that I am sending this to. If it, for some reason it goes to Canada, I'll see what I can do. But I should be able to do Canada as well. Thumbs up. How do I enter? There's a video that I have beforehand where it says giveaway, and then you'll be able to find out what you need to do on that. Okay. Okay. So with the kit that I'm talking about is the TRX4 Bronco kit. So you are going to need already a TRX4. Then they're going to give you the kit, which comes with the body, the links, the shocks, the 2.4 rims, the tires. And I believe it raises the body as well with the kit and stuff like that. I believe the kit is all red except for the rims. The rims are going to be black. So that's something that you guys definitely need to look into if you're planning to do that, in the coming future for that. So back into the discussion of this Mini Z. So this Mini Z, I've been eyeballing this for just a little bit of time now. It's been on like so much of a back order that it's been very frustrating because I've been waiting for this for the longest. Finally, my hobby guy was able to acquire this, and now I have it in my collection. So as you can see, well, I don't even know if you can see that, I am able to run an ASF 2.4 gigahertz controller onto this, and that's going to be the discussion that's going to be happening in the few. What type of controller I'm going to get. A lot of guys are trying to get me into the 110 scale racing at this Racing Spot 360 in New York. I might do that, spend a little bit of extra money so I'm able to drive one of the touring cars for 110 scale and also drive the Mini Z. So that's going to be something that is definitely looked at. So let's talk a little bit about the RC. So on this RC, you are getting the 12,000 kV motor from Orion. This is, I don't know if you're able to see this from this angle, but it's going to be 12,000 kV somewhere over there. Why so much power? What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to bring down a lot of the power on my controller to even tame this beast, which is going to be a little bit crazy on that. Also, I have the these are the upgrades that it comes with. So it does come, with this. This is fully modded, other than it being a brushed system. This comes with the aluminum motor mount. It comes with the diff. It does come with the bearings, which is a cool thing. It does come with a few carbon fiber pieces. It does come with the top shock, the dampener, and as you can see from the front, it does come with the bearings as well. Also, it does have the gold plating for the batteries that are going to be installed into there. Why do you want gold? It's a better connectivity of power for you to utilize when you're doing. Now, when I tell you this is very meticulous, I'm talking about I've spent hours customizing this type of RC as opposed to me, building a rustler from the ground up. So there's a lot of things that go into once you start getting a little bit more and more informed into the Mini Z thing, and a few tweaks. There are going to be a lot of things that you're going to need to buy. You're going to need to buy correct tires for whatever type of race that you're doing. You also are going to have to buy a few tools that are going to be precision tools for this RC. I'm going to be changing out all these Phillips heads, and I'm going to be throwing hex screws in there. Also by Pinion Racing, I have all of them. A lot of the screws that I'm utilizing are going to be either 1.5 or 1.3. So it just goes to show you how tight this is. And just to give you a little bit of a heads up of what it does look like, this is a 1.3, and I don't even know if you could see that. That is a 1.3, and that is extremely small. So that's primarily what you need to do on that. So what upgrades that I'm going to be utilizing on this RC? I'm going to put you up here because you have wheels, and I'm going to put you down here, and I'm going to come across and talk about the type of upgrades that I've acquired already for this RC. So as you can see, I'm going to go with the Epson body that's over there. This is something that's very interesting that I wanted to install onto the other RC, but I've never did it. So this is from PN Racing. This is the Mini Z V3 MR-03 2.5 width double arm front suspension in silver. And the part number is MR-03VE. This is just the front suspension, and this I believe is either around, I want to say anywhere between $80 and $100 just for this front suspension setup. It just goes to show what primarily it's going to cost. Now, basically, This is going to be independent suspension as opposed to the suspension that I have over there. This is going to be independent suspension from what I'm going to be utilizing for this RC, just to have a better race setup. Let me go back more into the that double arm was one of the best upgrades it did onto my mod car. Oh, cool. Also, I had to buy this to do that type of an upgrade, which is this is the double arm Darrell spring holder kits, part number MR-03VE. So I had to acquire that to install into there. Also, I ended up getting a weights. This is the stainless steel weight. This is MRMM T-bar mount. This is a steel weight that just recently came out. I think it was a good acquirement. You do want a little bit weight. I like a little bit of weight on my RCs. As you can see under here, I do have it weighted on my brushed system. So it was definitely well worth it acquiring that part. Also, I'm trying to keep the theme of silver. So these are my battery holders from Pinion Racing. And the part number is MR-03VE-AS. So ended up acquiring that. Next part, I needed a mount to put on for the body. This is from Pinion Racing also. The part number is BM001S, also in silver. As you guys can see, I'm going with a silver theme, silver and white. They come with plastic nuts for you to mount your wheels on. I don't like plastic, so I ended up going with the silver aluminum nuts. The part number is 200408S. Package of 4, definitely good to acquire for your Mini Z. I ended up changing out my pinion for a metal pinion, and this is S3 pinion, 64 pitch, 8 tooth. You have to bring the pinion down because you're running a brush system at this point. Part number is 426408. More and more upgrades. These are the rims I'm going with. These are the white rims. You're going to ask me about tires. I have a whole bunch of tires in my tire kit right there. But these are the rims for the front and rear. These are 0 degrees for the type of body that I'm utilizing. All different bodies have different type of degrees of when you install them. I'll give you the part number for the front wheel. It's in white. It's 216WF1. And the rear is 216WR0. So that's what I have acquired in the last day for me to come across and do my upgrades. So let me come across and check out a few more messages since I've been babbling on about about all the updates that I've been doing with this. So hold on one second. Because I know a lot of messages have gone through here. So let me see. JB3RC. I did a speed run with my 15th anniversary Mini Z with the 8500 kV motor. Garmin GPS. I would love to see what the 1200 kV can do. Yeah, the 12,000 kV motor is insane. Bahar Basher. Oh, Ultimate Traction Span. Can't wait to get the TRX 4 Bronco. A lot of people have been complaining to me that I have not done anything with this guy yet, and I don't even know if you can see it because I have. There we go. All right. Nothing with that yet. I should be doing a video very soon. I've in actuality been very, 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 very busy. So hopefully I'll be able to do more and more stuff with that. All right. Let me see. Okay. Joseph, that got a lot of power, a lot of torque. It's even okay. Bar Harbor Basher. I got a Mini T with a 9000 kV 3S lipo brushless. I couldn't imagine that thing. That thing is insane. You got to check out the races. Let me see. Dating for adults. Go to Sarah, 23ML. Yes, yeah, go to Sarah. Dating for adults. Go to Kita, 18TK. Let me see. Yeah, go. You guys want dates? Go there. JB3RC. That double arm one is the best upgrade from my mod car. Yeah, definitely cool. Bar Harbor Basher. Yes, spam bots. Let them spam bot. Doesn't matter to me. Let me see. Joseph Erickson. It would be cool to put a wheelie bar on there. They do have wheelie bars. I'm not too sure which RCs, but they do. Everyday RC, my man Chris. What's going on? Oh, this thing's about to fall. Let me push you up again. Hold on. A little bit of technical difficulties. Probably the ghost I have in my place. Here we go. I think I lost all the positions of everybody. These micro RCs are beasts. So cool. So much ingenuity stuff to pack into a small package. Yeah, definitely so. Chevy Man Vape Cloud. Sounds like it's going to be a sweet setup. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to be going step by step on all the upgrades. I'm going to be doing that. If you guys ever want to check out more and more upgrades I'm going to be doing, you should check out my Instagram. I throw pictures out there of what I'm going to be doing lately. Also, there's a new setup that that YouTube has done. Primarily what they're doing right now is that you're able to kind of set up like an Instagram where you're able to show questions and take pics of up and coming things that you're going to be doing. So definitely check that out. You have any questions that you want answered on a personal level on what type of RC that you're setting up, send me an email at geostealthr1@yahoo.com. Definitely Twitter, geostealthr1, Instagram, geostealthr1, and you can always catch me on YouTube with geostealthr1 on YouTube. So that being said, hopefully you guys have gotten the notifications on this. Also, it does help when you guys give a thumbs up and try to share the video. There's a lot of things that have been happening with YouTube as of late, with viewership and everything like that. And I just try to help out a lot of the RC enthusiasts in the YouTube community that do this continuously all the time. A lot of times I'm very busy where I cannot do it. I try to, you guys have known my channel for years, and I've tried to give you, up and new and updated content that's coming out. All the inside secrets that I get upon, I try to share with the YouTube community and stuff like that. And you guys know I have a ton of RCs that I just like to showcase and stuff like that. Somebody asked me just recently if, all these companies are giving me stuff for free. No, these things are purchased. People that are very close with me, like Chris from Everyday RC, who's another YouTube enthusiast that does his own RC channel. He's just like me. We take our personal money and we showcase our YouTube videos for you guys to check out and stuff like that. And that's primarily it. It's something that people like to check out our RC channels and stuff like that. So I'm hopefully I'm able to present the race, the trophy race. I haven't raced since the last trophy race, so there's a lot of up and coming guys that have been doing a lot better than I have. But a few of the guys that I know totally are, I'm gonna bust on them when I get there. So hopefully I don't go below second place and see what's going on with that. But that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this introduction to the Mini Z VE Pro, MR-03VE Pro, MR-03VE Pro GP Limited Chassis set. Hopefully when I do these upgrades, you guys are able to check out a few things and customizing your own RCs on the Mini Z circuit. Now, like I said, it might look like a small RC, but it's a major financial investment. The RC ready to run package links will probably cost you around $160. Fully modded RC for you to invest into there, I know guys that will probably $1,000 into the Mini Z or even more. So you definitely have to look at if this is something that you are able to convince your friends to get into, and see what's going on. New York City 007 bangers. Who won the S Max? No one has won the X Max, because tomorrow, if you are able to check it out during the afternoon, I will be at Hobby Heroes, Bruckner Hobbies in New York, and I will be doing a live setup to where I'll show all your names out, I'll put them in a basket, shake it up, and whoever wins it wins it. I think that's the most fairest way to do it. Years ago, when I used to do giveaways, people were kind of, sending me message, oh, did you give that to, to him when you when you recorded it and stuff like that. If I do a live stream, there can't be any discussions upon, oh, did I win? Oh, that was a setup and stuff like that. You're going to see the live winner on my channel. Now, that being said, there are going to be other giveaways, okay? There are going to be other giveaways. I'm going to be giving away t-shirts. I'm going to be giving away a whole bunch of other little things that you guys are going to be checking out. Also, productivity. I'm going to be showcasing a whole bunch of... This is a company that I ended up integrating with. And I'm going to be showcasing a lot of things that I was able to get at a price point really, really inexpensive. And once I do the presentation of these components, there are going to be a few of these things that I'm going to be giving away. Why? Because I think their price point is off the hook, and also it's Christmas time, so I think that's something to be doing. Just to give you a little bit of a taste of the things that I'm going to be giving away. Dun, 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 dun. How would you like one of these? This is an Apex light kit. This is the 89 millimeter 5 LED aluminum light bar. Part number is 9042. This is going to be a cool additive piece to you to install onto your RC. Also, I've been checking out a few other things, and I've been looking at this. It's probably going to be this one. I think it's going to be this one. This is it. I know people have been looking for tools. Apex. Part number is 2741. I'm going to probably be giving away this. Am I going to be doing it live? No, I might probably do it, the last 12 days of Christmas, making sure that you guys get your stuff. If you're not, if you're Jewish, happy Hanukkah to everybody that's out there. Also, other things. I have other light bars that I've collected. Here's another light bar, 9041, 70 millimeter 4 LED. I have it as small. I'm just about to install this onto, where are you at? Aha! Just to give you a heads up, this is a pretty cool additive piece for your little 1/16 or 1/18 scale RC. I'm already installing this light piece right here, and it will be installed into my mini Yeti for me to light up that bad boy. And I don't think that looks half bad, just to light up your RC and stuff like that. So definitely check it out. That's something that we'll be giving out to a lot of the YouTubers that are out there and stuff like that. And hopefully you guys are able to check out a few things. And yeah, so let me go across and go with a few questions that are, let me see. Let's, it sucks when it's going this this small phone. Da, 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 da. Let me see. New York 007. What's up with those chicks popping up? They're stupid. Let me see. Joseph Erickson. I meant to say KV Motor. New York City 007. Very cool. Very neat with the case. Yeah, I try to make myself, it's very accessible for that. Joseph says, super awesome video. Thank you very much. Who won the S-Max? I'll give you information on that. Dope. Can't wait. Falx RC Racing. Smiles. Jumpstart RC, hey, what's going on? Everyday RC, Geo is a generous person. Everybody should support his channel. And my friend, everybody should support your channel as well. Everyday RC. Everyday RC, he is pretty much on all the platforms out there. Instagram, I believe he has the Facebook. He also has his personal email. Definitely check out his YouTube channel. Joseph Erickson, nice. RC Steven, nice. New York City 007. He's a true, genuine dude. Very real person to this hobby. Yeah, I try to be. Apex is from Long Island. Yes, they are. I ended up picking up a whole bunch of stuff. And I thought it was inexpensive. And that was something that... It's easier for me to give away stuff like that than giving away GRP tires. Because a lot of people don't use GRP tires. And I gave away GRP tires one event, and people had no idea what to do with them. The RC speed guys knew what to do with them. They were kind of pissed off at a lot of other people that got them. But it's definitely, at a price point, it's better to go with that than spending money into investing in t-shirts and everything like that. Because I've given away a lot of t-shirts, and it's not like, it's very expensive. It's very expensive and stuff like that. So I think at a price point, I mean, some of those lights are probably, I would say $15. So so that being said, what does this guy call himself? Everything RCs. Nice. Let me see. New York City 007 Bank says, what? Give me all the GRP tires, all mostly speed runs. In the time that I've incorporated myself with GRP, I have given away many, many, many tires away. I mean, either live on this channel or me and Chris from Everyday RC have done a lot of bash events, and those have been given away left and right. So that's something to definitely look into. You know what? Talking about GRP tires and stuff like that, I'll showcase one of these things. And this is specifically from Hobby Heroes. These are the BSR foams on black spoke rims. And these are specific for Hobby Heroes. So, there's since you guys are talking about John BSR, he is specifically doing this for Hobby Heroes, and I believe he's setting up to do other types of rims. So these are BSR 35 foam on black spoke rims, which you do not see. You could only acquire these from Hobby Heroes, so that's a pretty cool thing. I know a lot of other hobby shops are buying directly from Hobby Heroes and selling it at their hobby shop just to do speed runs and stuff like that. But this is I believe I showcased this once before, and these are the BSRs on spoked rims. So definitely check that out for all you speed maniacs that are out there. So I'll go into a little bit of Q&A and go with a few of the Q&A questions. Okay. Jumpstart RC, do you know anything on John BSR's forums? I believe I just talked about it. Fox RC Racing, is the 1/5 scale smaller or bigger than 1/10? A 1/5 is bigger. A lot bigger. New York City 007, very nice. I got to get me a pair of those foams. How much are they going to go for? They're pretty pricey. I mean, the BSRs are never cheap, but definitely go on hobbyheroes.com. You can order them for direct, and I believe if you order more than $39, shipping is free. And I believe when you order like $100 worth of stuff, they give you a t-shirt. From what I remember, I'm not too sure. Oh, Vox, what's going on? Okay, Everyday RC. All my speed vehicles need new kicks. I need those new school BSRs. They're pretty dope, man. Ronald, what's going on? RDRC 0721. New corner like yourself. Oh, new in the corner. Oh, thank you very much, my man. I really appreciate that. Jumpstart RC says, I'm doing speed runs with my Slash. Probably gonna get the purples. Yeah, definitely go with the purples. Joseph Erickson, my 1/10 RC will do about 75 miles an hour, but I want to upgrade to a 12,000 kV motor. I'm not too sure which company makes that. Rodney Armstrong, the lower the number, the bigger. Yes, of course. The lower the number, the bigger. These are, I believe, what size is this car? I believe it's 127 size. I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere on this thing it says what size this thing is. What scale? I believe it's 127 scale. I'm not too sure. Possibly. 127 scale. That's what I'm going with. That's my answer. So, let's see what else you guys are saying. Okay, that's not true. Upgrade unless you run a 1S. How fast is the Mini? I've seen the Mini top speed 21 miles an hour, I think, on that car. No, maybe more. I'm not too sure. I've never really seen the speed run. 132, everything RCs. So what's your opinion on the X-Max upgrade? Is it worth it, or is it best to buy X-Max altogether? I'm not too sure. You're talking about the power up kit. When I Okay, I'll get into the discussion about the power kit, and many opinions have flown around, and I might as well settle this because Traxxas was very mad when I ended up doing this system, that type of video. So primarily, what happened was Traxxas released out a kit for the Traxxas X Max, and when they released the kit, I was all for it. I believe the kit was $300, and maybe 400, 300. I don't know, whatever it was. And then I ended up buying the charger, the Bluetooth charger with the two 4-cell batteries. Anyway, at the time that I picked up the kit, on their website they showcased a brand new motor for the X Max, and that wasn't part of the kit. When I spoke to the representatives, they said everything that's going to be in the new 2017 X Max is going to be exactly as the 2016 X Max, which is the 6S. Once you get the kit, it will be exactly the same, which it was true in a lot of aspects. They did upgrade they upgraded a lot of the gears within the chassis itself. Also, they upgraded and made stronger the drive shafts, and also they put a fan on the motor. But here's what they left out once the 2017 X Max came out, which realistically speaking, if I would have known, I would have sold my Traxxas X Max for $500 or maybe even $400 and got myself a brand new 8S X Max. Here's what they left out. First of all, the body. The body is different. Say what you want. The body is different. They did give you a plastic protector in the rear because that thing is a wheelie monster. The kit did come with a wheelie, so the new Traxxas X Max did have a wheelie. I've never utilized the internal gears on the Traxxas X Max because I upgraded my X Max to spiral gears and the HR diff cups. But that being said, when you looked internally into the car, well, let's go externally still. The tires were different between the 2017 X Max and the 2016 X Max. So you were burning through your tires a lot faster than beforehand because now you're running an 8S setup. Now, the coup de grace that I found very annoying was the fact that when Traxxas had you buy the kit, they ended up releasing a picture of the 1275 kV motor, which when I discussed it with a few of my friends, they were like, no, that's impossible because this is primarily what was going on. Yeah, chasing the tail. Yeah, that exactly. So, so when that happened, I ended up contacting the Traxxas representatives. I contacted 3 of their technicians, and also I contacted one of their sales reps. When I did do that, they told me it wasn't true. They said everything that was on the 2017 X Max was going to be for the 2016 X Max, just with all the upgrades with the kit, which infuriated me because I'm like I know what I saw. There's pictures and evidence to prove it. You're lying. You're not releasing this vehicle, with the kit that does it all. I would have gladly paid more money to have, even the tires and the body, especially the tires once you start, ripping them. I ride Pro Lines right now, but, at the time it was just very annoying. You were peeling away your tires immediately the minute you launched off. But that was very annoying when I had, their technicians and their sales reps tell me this. And it's weird because I spoke with a few of their sales reps out in New York, and they've known about my channel for a while, but when I did that video, they didn't understand why I ranted and raved about like that. And I said, look, what you did was a bait and switch, and I was like, realistically speaking, I'm not a person that just has one of your vehicles. I have almost every electric vehicle that you got. I think the only electric vehicles that I'm missing from their arsenal is the Latrax SST and that's it. From and their quadcopter. Other than that, I got all the Traxxas vehicles. So So when I discussed it with the guy, I spoke with another technician. I said, look, you know what? It was a bait and switch. I bought the kit proudly. I bought the charger proudly. I bought the batteries proudly. I've done nothing but have exceptional conversations with you about your product. But if your sales department is not informing your technicians of what you should be talking about with your customers, you know, then that's bad juju on your part. So that being said, that's primarily what happened. So I think they've learned a lot from their mistakes upon the release of the X-Max. There have been issues with the X-Max 6S. You had an issue with the ESC that was burning out, and there were two fixes for that. Then they upgraded it to the 8S. They had to beef up a lot of the internal components of that. They did make the tires stronger, and also they rectified the issue with the body itself. So there have been modifications between the X-Max S 6S and the 8S. That being said, you know, I don't generally come across and give my opinion towards that, but I think marketing for the Traxxas X-Max and the kit for that was bad. I think when they did the kit, it was just a bad scenario that shouldn't have been done. So so that being said, we'll see what happens with the kit that happens for the TRX4. Now, primarily, once the TRX4 does come out with their kit for the Bronco, I would hope that Traxxas learned a lot about the situations that they've done with the X-Max and their kit upgrade. I think that was a big learning curve on their part when they had the kit upgrade, because I don't recall them ever having that type of a setup. The only thing I ever recommend for Traxxas, and this is my personal opinion, personally, even if it was more money, I think this is what should happen, and this is on their marketing process. When you're looking at one of their flagship RCs, and I'm going to take the X-Max and I'm going to take the E-Revo out of the equation. One of their top-rated RCs that should be in everybody's collection is the Slash 4x4. Now, the Slash 4x4 Ultimate is an excellent RC. It's definitely an excellent RC. There's a lot of aluminum parts. They give you the sway bar kit. They give you the VXL system. But if you are calling one of their flagship RCs, which there are different price points to the type of things that they do with their RCs, on the Slash version of it, the Ultimate should come out with aluminum hexes, which should be immediate on the Ultimate version, and also steel drive shafts, the velocity drive shafts. And that being said, even if it was in a higher price point on that, I'm pretty sure there are RC enthusiasts that would definitely flock to that. Even if you did that with the Platinum, that's something that would definitely be marketable for the Slash 4x4 Ultimate, because you have other companies that are doing 1/10 scale short course videos, RCs, and they're giving you all the upgrades and all the steel drive shafts and all the goodies that you need for there. And the Slash is one of their highest selling point RCs out there. So hopefully, if Traxxas listens to me, which sometimes they have their marketing people look at YouTube videos and get a lot of ideas with that. Definitely look into making the Traxxas Slash Ultimate truly the ultimate by far. Give me your opinion on that. What do you think? So that's one thing I want to talk to you about. As you can see, I'm rambling, and this is supposed to be a mini Z unveiling. Last but not least, when it comes down to Traxxas, like I said, I've been a great supporter of Traxxas for a long time. 90% of my RCs are Traxxas. I have 3 other Axial vehicles, and I have, as you can see, Kyosho vehicles as well. The one thing that concerns me as of late, I'm noticing more and more that Traxxas is getting more into the media content that's out there, and which is a cool thing, which I think Traxxas is trying to market themselves onto a different platform of people that have been swaying away or are not accustomed to having these type of remote control vehicles as a hobbyist right now, since we are in a digital age. Now, a lot of people can and will disagree with me, and a lot of people will agree with me. I've had a discussion with a few people, and is it concerning to us as YouTubers and as RC enthusiasts that Traxxas gave away a fleet of RC stuff to a person that's not even into the RC community? It was very disconcerting when I first saw that, but I understand on how they're trying to market it, their stuff, and to give it to a broader audience. So that being said, you have to look at it as a different type of platform. I think people that support the RC community should have a different type of forum with Traxxas, as opposed to they have their Traxxas community and stuff like that. Which personally, I don't even go on there. I've checked out a few of the things on there, and I'm like, no, that's okay. I'll stay away from that. But that being said, it's definitely weird on how they're going into the media circus. They did implement this brand new thing where there's a contest to where you have to get as many points as you can get on entries, but you have to log into their Instagram, their YouTube, their Facebook, their Twitter, and a whole bunch of other things for you to be entered more and more times to collect $10,000 worth of RC stuff from them, which is definitely a great ploy to jumpstart their media out there. That being said, I did join this contest, and there's another option of a prize out there. And the other option of the prize is for you to get onto one of those drag cars immediately and go whatever 250 miles an hour on the drag strip. So I opted for option B. So hopefully I win, because I don't care about me getting more and more RCs from Traxxas as a freebie. I mean, it would be nice. I'd probably give away almost all of them if I did win that part of it. I personally, if people that are close with me know I love speed, I ride motorcycles and stuff like that, so that's something I would definitely be into. So I've been rambling on. We're coming into the 1 hour mark of this. So that being said, hopefully a lot of the information that I gave you was informative. Last but not least, I will talk about one thing people have been asking me for a long time now. When am I going to get my first Arma vehicle? Arma. It's a love-hate with Arma. The thing with Arma is excellent built RCs, and this is what I'm talking about. All the kit and caboodles that you're getting with a lot of the RC companies that are on there, that they're giving you the stronger components for the RCs. The times of having plastic diffs are over. At this point, and they're giving you metal diffs, to enjoy the hobby a little bit more. But that being said, I've been checking out Arma, a few of the vehicles of Arma right now, and realistically speaking, I was always in the hopes of one day going, because I travel a lot, me going to Texas wouldn't be too much of a big deal. And mind you, I wouldn't media showcase it either. I would love to check out the Traxxas headquarters just to see how everything is laid out. That would be something that would be cool for me in my representation of Traxxas. So hopefully one day that would happen. Maybe I might just drive by one day when I'm doing that. So Arma has been doing really well, Mr. Everyday RC. The only problem I have with two problems I have with Arma. Problem number one, their cars are built like a brick house. They are very, very strong. I've heard too many complaints about their electronics though. and that can be rectified with you buying another set of electronics. But you know, if you have a VXL system, you get, your VXL system would last you a while and stuff like that. I've seen a lot of those armor controllers having issues, their ESCs having issues and stuff like that. Like I said, Arma's built really, really, really strong, but I think they do need to work a little bit on their electronics. And the second thing that I do not like from Arma, uh, none of their body. I'm not a fan of their bodies. Is that bad to say? I don't. I'm not a fan. I mean, there's a few of them that I found interesting, but some of their bodies are just totally like out of whack. I mean, not to bash Arma. That's the only thing. I mean, I think one of the RCs that you bought, which was the truck edition, I thought was a nice body on there. And there's a few of the other of the RCs that Arma makes that I think are pretty cool. But will I buy another Arma? Or will I buy an Arma? Nothing has caught my eye to buy that. I have to like it, and immediately buy it to be interested in it. I could have gotten the first edition TRX4 that came out, but just on my research and everything like that, I just saw that as a different type of platform, so that's pretty much it, so that being said, I think Arma has definitely put themselves in a platform right now that was kind of voided. There was a company that was needed. You had companies like, AFNA go out of business. HPI was stuck not making RCs. Also, what's the other one? HPI was stuck making RCs. The same company that makes HPI parts is the same company that made Axial parts, and they ended up stopping production and stuff like that. I don't know what initially was going on overseas, but that's primarily what was happening. Arma stepped in at a time where people were looking for something different and they couldn't acquire anything but, Traxxas and stuff like that. So they definitely made a big splash on how they set up their RCs. All the legality battles that are happening, I mean, I don't know how dirty that's going to turn. One or two things are going to happen. Either Traxxas is, my opinion, these are the three things that are going to happen. Arma is owned by a major corporation, a major hobby corporation, and kind of like a separate entity, but still part of the same entity. Soup to nuts, Traxxas is going to win the lawsuit. Now, that being said, where does that leave the Arma company? Arma is now starting to transition their RCs in a different way, where it's a different type of setup. But when you look at the legality, the legality of it, allegedly, you're looking at a lawsuit that definitely could hurt them, and definitely would put a dent on their side of the company, because of all the lost revenue that Traxxas must have had because of specific RCs that they had out there. I mean, you're noticing a few of the RC companies that are out there are not even selling Traxxas products anymore because Traxxas said, you know what, we're not going to deal with you anymore. I believe Tower Hobbies is one of them, and I believe a few other RC stores, online RC stores, are not selling Traxxas products anymore because Traxxas is not distributing that to them. So that being said, you're looking at what's going to happen for 2018. Who knows? This is all alleged. What's happening out there with these other companies that are doing that. So the good thing is that you have other companies that have been working very well. Kyosho's doing excellent on the speed market, on the race market, also on the Mini Z market, and a few other RCs that they have out there. Other companies that are doing very well, HPI is making their way back to a lot of consumers' hands. Axial will always have a huge following with their crawling RCs, and they just rebrand the SCX10 many a times, and now they have the SCX10 too, and they rebrand it continuously. That is a platform that by far can be reinvented on the same platform continuously. You see Jeeps, you see all types of trucks, you see everything out there for that brand on the SCX10 and the SCX10 II. Multiple upgrades. Actually, will always have their bread and butter, which will be the crawling game. Other companies that are out there. What is the major one that I'm forgetting about? People who makes the lunchbox. Tamiya. There we go. Tamiya will still always have their way of doing things, and having that set up. Last but not least, a few upgrades that I'm going to be doing in the next couple of days. If you guys have not gotten this, get it. If you have a Traxxas vehicle. Years ago, let me see, do I even have the RC? Nah. Years ago, they ended up coming out with the Traxxas controller that had the iPhone 4 that was there, and you're able to connect your iPhone 4 and utilize that as your screen. Then they ended up switching over to Bluetooth, but you couldn't see your thing to see your speeds and everything like that. Traxxas came out with a mount, and this is the 6532 mount, and this is for the controller for you to put. Let me see visually if you can see this. You're able to mount your phone onto your controller just like this for you to see your speed runs and everything like that. So I ended up picking up this. This is very cheap, something that should have came out a long time ago. You'll see that you'll see that on my phone very soon. So I'm not gonna do an update video and unboxing or stuff like that. People are asking me about the Fortec. I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of things with the Fortex. I'm probably gonna do a video of me setting up the type of body that I'm doing, and that's pretty much it. Let me questions for you guys. Everything RC is sure. I would love to bash with you one day. You should come to our bash events. I'm 90% Traxxas. Nick, Geo, what about HPI? Talked about them. I'm glad I bought the Big Rock because it worked. Yeah, no, that's one of the RCs that I enjoyed watching. The Big Rock. I liked the way that RC looked. Bro, let me let you drive my Armors and be sure you forget the body style. Shh. Okay. I'm pretty sure I would. Yes, on the headquarters. I would love to go to the Traxxas headquarters and check a few things out over there because, let me see. It's good because a lot of people mount their phones on their radios for vids. Yes, exactly. So that would be something cool to have that. So, yeah, so hopefully you guys got a pretty cool introduction on this new type of RC. A little bit of discussion of just, you never know when I do these live videos what I'm going to be talking about. We started off with the live unboxing with the Mini Z MR-03VE Pro GP Limited chassis set, but from Kyosho. But we ended up going off in a different discussion, which is definitely cool. I like to interact with a lot of the people. If you guys enjoyed the content, definitely give me a thumbs up. Definitely helps me out. Also, if you're able to join my community, definitely go on my community and check out a few things. I'm going to start doing a lot of Q&A stuff. I did a kind of comical thing. How do you hide the type of money that you spend on your RCs from your wife? And a lot of people overwhelmingly picked D, which was you run the household, so it doesn't matter. So definitely going to be doing that. Definitely check me out on Instagram. You're going to see a lot of things that I'm going to be doing on Instagram before you even see it on YouTube. I'm going to be doing a different platform very soon for 2018. A few things are going to be changing with the channel due to the fact that there are a lot of things changing from the YouTube channel and requirement of Google AdSense and everything like that, and the way it's being marketed. Because like I said, I have thousands upon thousands of subscribers and I got 24 people watching the channel. Something's wrong here. 25, there you go. So yeah, definitely something. Maybe it's the time of day that I'm doing. A lot of people are working and stuff like that, so they're able to get a little bit more insights on stuff like that. So hopefully this video was informative to you. Like I said, definitely check me out on Instagram at GeoStealthR1. You should be seeing links of me doing my YouTube stuff on Twitter and Instagram as well at GeoStealthR1. Google Plus. A lot of people are not on Google Plus. You will see a lot of pictures that you've never seen before of my RCs. on Google Plus at GeoStealthR1. If there's any questions that you want me to answer, I will answer them at geostealthr1@yahoo.com. Last but not least, I'll talk about Hotness and Busted. Hotness and Busted has not started because a lot of people have not sent me pictures for me to do Hotness and Busted. If you guys ever get the opportunity, come across and check out, just type in Hotness Busted. Check out videos from video 1 to I believe either video 23 or 25. And when it started off at 1, it was barely showcasing one RC. Then I started doing a whole bunch of things. It's definitely a cool way to get your RC channel out there and present the type of RCs that you have out there. I've seen a lot of cool Hotness RCs that look off the hook, and then I've seen a lot of busted RCs that people be like, ugh. And they would rate them. It was weird. They would rate them. So say there were like 6 RCs that were showcased, and I give the YouTube channel the name of the people that done that. And they would say, you know, okay, RC1 was hot, second RC was hot, third RC was busted, fourth RC busted. So definitely, it was definitely a cool segment and stuff like that. I'm not gonna go into the issues. I did it on the live stream last time of why Hotness and Busted wasn't taking off. What happened to Hotness and Busted? Hey, RC Eruptions, what's going on? But that's something that definitely check out. Hotness and Busted. Just go into, you know, video 10 or video 23 or video 12. You know, just check out the way the format was. It's definitely a cool way to showcase your channel and stuff like that. Also, support your other YouTube channels. If you think there's something cool that I'd like to check out, send me a link. I would like to check out a few things. A few people have sent me a link the last time I did a YouTube live feed, and I was able to check out, you know, cool X Maxes in their paint, body paints. Bar Harbor Basher, I ended up following him on Instagram, and I saw a whole bunch of stuff that he had and stuff like that. And you know, definitely check that out. Support your YouTube channels and stuff, because when we're doing this, we're not doing it for the money. You know, we're doing it for the fame. No, I'm just kidding. We're doing it, you know, because it's fun for us, and hopefully it's fun for you. Anyway, rate, comment, subscribe. Definitely tell your friends. Check out your local hobby shops. Always support your local hobby shops. Definitely give me a thumbs up. Hit the notification, because you never know when I'm doing a live stream. So that being said, still you have time to enter for the S Max giveaway. You'll see that in the video before that, or before that sometime. I think it was before. Definitely enter into the live video, which it's gonna be tomorrow. The winner will be announced live for the S Max from Remo Hobbies. So definitely check that out. Also, I'm going to be giving away other things that day as well for you guys, you know, for the channel and stuff like that. So stay tuned. I think the call time will be anywhere between 2 and 5 p.m. That's what I'm thinking. Between 2 and 5 p.m. Or it could be between 1 and 5 p.m. But that's when I'll be announcing the winner of the... Where the hell are you? Here we go. Yeah. The S Max. That's when I'll show you who's going to win this. I'll package this up with the controller. The battery's already in there. I'll send it to you, and you'll have a pretty cool thing to race around with. Definitely send me a picture of when you unbox it. I would like to see a video of when you win it, and then you unbox it, and then you show me that, and that'll be totally awesome. So, what you got charging back there? I see the lights. It's just plugged in. That's all it is. It's the Traxxas Twin Peak, whatever they call it, Dual Peak, Easy Peak. There you go. So yeah, definitely. So once again, support your local hobby shops. Rate, comment, subscribe, and turn my fellas up on YouTube. Later.